Hi, I'm just here doing the service and the checkover on your 2022 Polaris Ranger 1000 XP crew. I'm just going to go through some of the items that I had issues with, and there's a couple of things that we are going to have to do a little repair on. And what I'll do is I will send you an estimate for doing those items, and we can continue on from there. Anyway, check your air filter and your air box. I remember last time it was here that the filter was dirty and there was quite a bit of stuff in the air box. Wasn't quite the case this time. There's a little bit of looked like old dirt mud debris in the bottom, very bottom of the air box. But mostly the bottom of the air box was even pretty clean. So these do have a little vent, a little drain down in the bottom to drain out stuff, and it looks like that part was doing its job. So air filter is still in great shape. So it's been in there for 60 hours. So I wiped out anything that was in the air box, and I took the seal out of the cover and cleaned that again, and put it all back together. So we'll check that again next service. Front differential fluid, I drained that guy out. I do notice that you have an oil seal leak on that side of on that output side of I'll turn the light on here, probably help. So you can see all that staining in the bottom, and I was able to get an inspection mirror. You do have a seal leak on that output, so that is something that we should fix up. Fluid in your diff, there was lots of fluid in it, but it was a little bit gray, so that tells me we get a little bit of a contamination going on in there, so probably want to get that fixed up. What's next? Your rear transaxle fluid, I got to haul the plug out. That was the one item I haven't done. I'm going to haul the plug out and just check the level on it, make sure it's okay. That's due every 100 hours. You've got about 60 hours since your last change, so you're not due yet. So you can come back later on in the summer, or you can do it your next service, depends on how much you drive it. So that's something that we would do in the future. Engine coolant. I found that your surge tank was empty, so that's the little tank underneath. Can't see it from down here, and I don't have the hood off, but it's the little tank that's right there. So that guy was empty, and you were down about 3 inches of coolant in your radiator, so probably a couple of fingers high. I did check to see if there was a whole bunch of mud or anything like that in the radiator fins. I don't see that, so it doesn't look like it's been tossing out or running hot because of a plugged up radiator or anything like that. So that's something I'm going to recommend to you to make sure you keep a close eye on. Make sure that's staying topped up. If it continues to be an issue or you see that going down again, then we'll have to look at that some more and see if there's another issue somewhere. I haven't seen a leak. I did already top those fluids up in the rad and the surge tank, and I ran it up to operating temperature and let the cooling fan cycle a few times. Everything seems to be working the way it's supposed to be in the yard. So hopefully that's just a case it was running hot, maybe in the summer when you're poking around some trails or something like that. So anyway, something for you to keep an eye on. Load tested your battery. It is down a little bit on charge. It's 81% charged with 519 cold cranking amps. I do remember last year we had to clean up the terminals or something like that. There was some corrosion there, but I see I have protectant on them, and they're still in good shape. So I will put the battery on charge, and I'll load test it again and let you know if there's any issue with it, but I think that you'll be okay for a while yet with that one. Suspension, everything's good except for, I'm not going to be able to show you this because I don't have enough hands, but you have play in the bushings on your rear bearing carrier. So that's this guy here on the back side. So you have bushings in here and up here, and I thought it was a wheel bearing, but it turned out it was the bushings. Let's see what else. Sorry for the pause. Joints. Brake fluid. Changed that out last year as well. The fluid in the reservoir is still good, but when I popped the cap off, I'm actually going to add a picture in somewhere around here, and I'm just going to show you that when I take that cap off, that there was some water and there's some, I won't call it mud, just dirt on the atmosphere side of the diaphragm. So I took that apart and I cleaned it all up and put it back together. It's unfortunately almost every side-by-side except for, I think Can-Am is the one that I noticed the most that puts the master cylinder up high. They've kind of smartened up for that. Yamaha, Polaris, Kawasaki, all you guys, you all have a master cylinder down here. So that big tire spinning, you go through mud and water, it gets up around here, and it works its way up around the outside edges of the cap, because that cap is there to vent the master cylinder to to atmosphere, so the diaphragm can go up and down. So as your level goes down, your diaphragm extends, and also it has to do also when you're doing your actual braking and stuff, because you don't want to be trying to create a vacuum. It can't be sealed completely. Anyway, so that's all cleaned out. No more problem there. Sorry, I have to flip some pages. Airbox, AGL, coolant, bearing carrier, brake fluid. You're going to be due for new pads, for sure in the back end. Actually, in all of them, there's no other way to put it. So if we go to your brake pad, so this is what I call the metal backer. And if I wiggle that pad around, you can see the pad material in here that's laminated to it. So you're just about to the 3mm service limit there, but where your problem starts is actually on the other side, because you're actually starting to kiss metal with the backers on the forward side of the pads, because of course when you're driving, your wheel's turning this way, and when this brake applies, this is the leading edge that bites into the caliper first, so they tend to wear on that side faster than on the other side. You have same kind of wear up here in the front end, but it's just the other way around. So on this side we have the leading edge, so you're not wore as badly as much as the pads in the back end are, but you are wore down to the service limit. So we have a 3mm service limit, and you're actually wore to that limit on the inside pads. So you could limp along a little further with these ones if you wanted to. I can't guarantee you'd get to the next time you would have it serviced. So for sure you need the back ones. So my recommendation would be just to change them all at the same time and have that over and done with. You don't want to be rubbing metal on metal and having to put brake discs on it. And the last thing, I haven't taken it for a drive down the road, but hopefully I'm not going to find any other issues or anything. I don't expect to. One thing I did notice, and this is just sort of maybe something you've already noticed, is that these tires that you have they all look to be age cracked between the lugs. Now, not every tire is this bad. I noticed the front two had quite a bit of that sort of age cracking in them. So just probably a good idea to keep an eye on your tire pressures. These decide to start leaking air or something like that. I'm not going to pick that one up. I'm lazy. We're going to walk over here. Just a little bit on that one. Oh, there's some more there. So this is something for you to keep an eye on. I will set the tire pressure as part of the service, but actually wasn't expecting to see that on these tires, because I think you just got these last year. Anyway, that's about it. If I have any problems with the belt and the clutches and stuff like that, I think you said there was a belt with the bike. So I'll change that out if it needs to be changed. If it doesn't, then I'll leave the one on it that's on there. and I'll take some pictures for you and send them along just to show you the condition of things and stuff. Anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. And like I said, I'm just going to do some pricing up for you for doing the few little things that have to be fixed up on it. Have a great night. Thanks a lot.